series already. Game 3 for JRX, excuse me, Game 2 for JRX, Game 3 for Fly, and they both did pretty well. But now we have to look at, okay, are we going to have this really fast push from Hellraisers? It looks like that already with the Lycan here, Brax.
There's always a potential for that with Lycan, right? But of course, he can still play a later, slower game if he wants as well. And okay, JRX Earth Spirit. This is the hero you definitely go to in Game 5, Mon.
Yeah, I think so. Your most comfortable hero, the hero that you're known best with, I think Earth Spirit, probably the best solution here for JRX is they get most comfortable next phase of bans, hero. The hero that you're known best with, I think Earth Spirit, probably the best solution here for JRX. They're most comfortable. 25, 30-minute game. They took racks at maybe 12, 13 minutes, I think, is when they took the melee racks up, and then they backed up, and from there it was just continuous pushing from Hellraisers for the most part.
Yep, they just could not stop the Lone Druid Bear at all. And alright, CK ban, I expect the Phantom Lancer ban as well. Just their bans in the second phase have pretty much always been the same. They don't want to play against that CK. OG bans out the Beastmaster, so another pushing here on the offlane that pressures quite well as well.
And there's that.
And let's see, so there is still a Venom if they do want to go for that on the side of Hellraisers later, assuming they don't ban it here, which I feel like they're not going to since they haven't once this series.
Yeah, they seem pretty confident in it. And the Rubik is, I think, a part of the reason why with stealing the Plague Wards and all that stuff. But they could. I don't know, man. There's so many heroes I'm thinking about in the back of my mind. The Veno, like you just talked about. The Lone Druid is still available, I believe. You have the Arc Warden for OG if they want to go down that route again. There's so many different heroes and combinations that have not been targeted. And it's just going to be interesting to see which teams get their favorite picks.
Yep, definitely. Arc Warden could be a huge hero in this series. Great against these lineups that want to push quickly. And let's see, Bat Rider, okay.
All right, they got the offlane bat more than likely here for Hellraisers. They take it away from S4. There's a good chance they might think, okay, well, if we don't pick the bat here, they might pick it for OG. They just take it away instantly.
Yep, quite nice. The Bat Rider Night Stalker combo. Night Stalker gives you tons of vision, so Bat Rider can make these jumps easily. And it's also really good in lane too. Night Stalker can rotate down to the Bat Rider's lane. And it's one of these disgusting off lanes that a lot of safe laners don't want to play against. And I feel like they need to pick a safe lane hero that can survive against that.
And there's always the Jug. That's something that you can consider. They'll pick up the Bloodseeker. Now, where's this going for OG? I guess we don't know yet, but where would you think it would be going for OG?
I imagine it would be mid because I don't think they want to put Bloodseeker against the potential lane of Bat Rider or Night Stalker. And,
right.
You know, Bloodseeker's a flexible hero. He can kind of do whatever. He can even jungle a bit once he gets some items, perhaps the Iron Talon. And just in general, a pretty good hero against Lycan.
Yeah, I think so as well. Bloodseeker fairly good with a Rupture, and we'll see if they do place him in. More than likely, yes, at this point. 2 minutes of reserve time for Hellraisers. So while OG, they've been taking some time, Hellraisers have been going pretty quickly through the draft. And now they have to determine what are we going to pick. We already have the Lycan. What do we grab for our potential mid laner here and our last support as well?
Well, I imagine this is going to be another support hero from Hellraisers. Most likely their 5 position.
AA is still available? I don't know if you want to do that. Is that a great idea in this game?
It's not bad at all.
Okay. That's been
They already have the lasso set up for it, so they can just blow up one of these heroes, and there's no save at all in OG. It would also make their lanes quite strong.
Yes. That would help a significant amount. Maybe helps the Night Stalker rotate a bit more because the AA is pretty strong in lane. But yeah, I would assume they're gonna just wait for their core for the last pick, like you mentioned. They're gonna pick up the support, kind of figure out what OG's doing, and then go from there.
Oh, we might also see the Jakiro from the 5 position,
so
they can get that push going as well.
That's right, and it worked out for them in the last series, I believe, that they played today.
Yep, it'll be like the substitute for the Shadow Shaman.
And it's pretty good, not only in terms of pushing towers, but team fight potential is very strong. Sometimes you like to combo it up with the Darkseer, but obviously that won't be the case here. You only have the Bat Rider, so it is going to be 30 seconds remaining. They are really getting down to the nitty-gritty to think about what they want in this 5 position, or maybe even the core.
Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. I imagine... I can't see another hero that they pick besides Jakiro right now if they want to play this game just like the last game. I guess the A would be also quite suitable. What is
nice.
it? Jakiro.
It's Jakiro, yeah. Good call. I had completely forgotten about him, but when you have this fast, when you have the Jakiro, you could just continually not commit to pushing, but throw the liquid fire on the tower, and this is what they need maybe to break high ground again, whereas OG, they continue to split push in these series.
Yep, the trend throughout this whole series is that Hellraisers has gotten off to a pretty decent lead in most of these games, but they would struggle with getting to the next step, forcing that next objective after the tier 1 towers, and having an overwhelming push lineup with the Jakiro and Lycan is definitely a go-go, but Tidehunter, that's a pretty difficult hero to push into, Mott.
Yeah, the threat of the Ravage, he's just tanky in general, especially if you have a Blink Dagger on the Tidehunter. This is a hero I haven't seen a lot of recently, but I am excited to see him once more. The backstroke will come out for sure.
Yeah, he looks very, very good in this game. Quite good against lane, quite good against the Lycan and lane. There's no real kill potential on the Tide. And he's just one of these big meatheads that stands in front and makes it difficult for the enemy team to fight.
Man, I'm excited for this Tidehunter. The big Ravages could come in from OG and slow things down here on Hellraisers. But last bans, the Death Prophet banned up from Hellraisers is a smart ban there. And then they will have one more ban from OG as well. All right. It's going to be...
You know, Mott, in the last game, Hellraisers actually had such good team fight with the Silencer, right?
Yes.
And it feels like the tides are kind of turned here, no pun intended, but the team fight on OG looks so good. How do you push into that?
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? And again, with this level of play, this level of, I guess, veteran leadership coming out, it is tough. I mean, you're going to have to get some good lasters here for Hellraisers. You're going to have to get some good fights going against Bloodseeker, against the Jerax Earth Spirit, against the Fly Rubik. This is not an easy game, but maybe with the last pick here overall from Hellraisers, they can find themselves a good niche pick. I'll call it niche. I won't call it something else, and they can work with it in the core position. It won't be Brood. That was a smart ban.
Yeah, definitely will not be the Brood Mother, so let's see. Perhaps Hellraisers will have a better idea of what they want in the last pick once they see OG's last hero.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, my friend. Only like 6 seconds for OG, 17 for Hellraisers in terms of reserve time. These teams will have to think fast when they pick up this next hero. I'm interested to see what this is going to be for OG. So you mentioned the Bloodseeker could be mid. We'll see what safe lane hero. Jug is still available if they want to take that route. It is the Weaver. So a Lincoln's carrier against the Batrider makes sense.
Yep, very nice lane against the Batrider. Probably one of the harder heroes for him to deal with. And it's one of those matchups that allow for these support heroes to kind of leave the lane and do their own thing elsewhere to pressure the map. Alright, so they know it's the mid Bloodseeker. What do Hellraisers want here? I feel like they need something big. Like, they need some solo hero that can win the game. Some fat Timbersaw, Alchemist, maybe... What else is there? Because I just don't think they can teamfight into this lineup. Like, before they have BKBs, before Bat has, like, Blink Force, there's no way they can fight into this Ravage. Razor, okay.
They're going all in, it feels like.
Go. Well, that's definitely a hero that can win this game. Big lane dominator, can snowball, and just tank up to the point where OG can't kill him.
We'll see how it goes for Hellraisers here. Obviously, the underdogs, they are one win away, but so too are OG. This last game is going to determine who moves on to the Dota Pit Minor in Croatia. It is a big one as we get the heroes selected. I don't know, man. What are you feeling? Which side are you favoring here between two of these teams?
I feel like in this game, OG have the team fight advantage. There is going to be some difficulty in lane against the Razor, but Bloodseeker is one of these heroes that can just fall back to the jungle and not really worry about that too much. I think OG have this. Their lineup looks quite solid, and I think they have good heroes against what Hellraisers are trying to do here.
A tough game for Hellraisers for sure. The odds are stacked against them. Like you talked about, there's a very good lineup for OG. A lot of heroes that they enjoy playing. Rubik and Earth Spirit, two of their best as we've seen throughout the series. And Kaiser will pick up the Razor, and we'll see how that does turn out. And it's going to be in the mid lane, the 3-3 Lycan, more than likely in the safe lane. And I don't know, man. The interesting thing for me is going to be this Tidehunter and how he does in the laning phase.
Yep, definitely. This Tide is quite key for OG's team fight if he doesn't get off to the best start. You know what they can actually do is the Razor in the safe lane against the Tide, which seems the most likely now that I think about it. And they'll have the Lycan mid lane against the Bloodseeker. So this Tide is not going to get off to a good start.
Yep. We'll see if OG can dodge, set up the lanes in such a way. In fact, I think these wards are going to be very important when we get into the game to see who knows what in terms of vision and information. All right, the Kid Batrider, Bambo, trying to get to that major. Hellraisers are so close, but OG, again, they are the veterans. They are the favorites, and they are looking for another trip to another minor. OG, they've got the ward dropped down. already. JRX gets in deep. Also on the other side, Milan will do the same. The Night Stalker with boots smoked up, dropped one down. It will block the small camp in terms of pulling. JRX need to throw another one down, perhaps. They also drop one mid here for Hellraisers. So how are the lanes going to set up? They have the Lycan bottom for now. They have Kaiser in the mid lane with a mid lane build with a Wraith Band. No boots, though, but 2 tangos shared. And now they will find JRX. I think they know that he's here, but can they chase him down? Even with Void, it's daytime. It's kind of tough. On the other side, S4 is just running in, and he'll get zoned out.
He's just trying to get some vision, but he gets slowed up here. Oh, big body blocks coming out.
That is great from Milan. The dual breath as well. They need the static link. They're going to find it. S4 might be in trouble. There's no boots. These body blocks from Milan, they're going to get first blood. It looks like one more slap. No, it's not enough. It's the Void that gets the job done. Hellraisers, the body blocks from Milan again. Wow. Fantastic.
They have nicely done. It looks like they're switching lanes already. They want this tied against the Batrider, and I thought they would want the Weaver against the Razor, because Razor does have mid items here, but alright, we got some musical lanes here.
This is always a fun time. Rolling Boulder in. Did he get the rune? No. JRX didn't get. He tried a good attempt, but it is going to be Kid. The ammo going to get done. The double windlace in his quick buy to stay alive in this top lane. Alright, yes, tied against Batrider, as you mentioned, and then bottom it will be the No-Tail, Bloodseeker against the 3-3 Lycan, which will leave this mid lane matchup with the Razor versus Rezo.
Okay, so yeah, pretty good matchup here for the Weaver in the mid lane. The Razor can only take it on a walk for so long till that bug just runs out of it.
Yeah, he's got to scooch away pretty easily. He's got to start now. Gets, what, 5 damage? It's something. Rolling Boulder in, but it misses. JX will get slapped down, maybe. Now he's just focusing on last hits for a bit. We'll keep our eyes peeled on this mid lane. But Milan top. 3 stacks already up. They've got a Void ready. Milan just chewing his way through with these tangos into the trees further. S4 up to 4 stacks now. He has the sticks, though. He has the Anchor Smash. So he'll have the Kraken Shell. Bottom lane. Fade Bolt coming out. The Howl came through. Plenty of damage dealt to No-Tail, but he's got the Blood Rage and a Salve. All right.
Yep, Bloodseeker's going to be able to heal up anyways, so not too big of a deal. They just don't actually have enough damage between those 2 heroes to really kill him, and JRX is in the bottom lane. They might look for a play here on 33.
Yeah, he's getting low. Rolling Boulder almost sidesteps, but they'll catch him. They need more damage. They'll turn their attention to J4. They have Fade Bolt in 6 seconds. 3-3 turning back around. Blood Rage is up on 3-3, but they cannot find the kill. So now, slightly turning into an aggro tri-lane here for a moment.
Yeah, and this lane definitely favors the Bloodseeker. I mean, they just don't have damage between the heroes on Hellraisers to do much of this Lycan, but I mean, this mid lane is actually going very, very well for a Razor player right now, 10 CS.
Yeah, he's gotten a couple of static links off, and they've only made like 8, 6 damage, that kind of stuff, but it seemed to have worked out. Shikuchi comes through. He might want a static link now with no Shikuchi, but Resolution's just going to back up and play safe. All right. Walking through. We have JRX getting the bounty rune, and then Fly will get the other, so they'll take control of the bounty runes. Milan will look at him. There is a DD for Kaiser to grab, and he will certainly pick it up, and that's going to make this lane even better for him.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be swinging ahead in CS for a bit, and this tri-lane is so weird. Like, when you think Bloodseeker, you don't think aggro tri-lane into aggro tri-lane. Milan going to get rolled on here and take some damage up, but no real kill threats, just harassing him a bit.
Yeah, JRX just trying to push him away. There's no wraparound potential or anything.
Like this safe lane on Hellraisers just doesn't have enough damage to kill No-Tail, but as I said, he's pretty low here.
Yeah, they're gonna have the Void.
He's fast.
He is so speedy, my god. Like 400 move speed already. Fade Bolt coming out, plenty of damage being done to J4. Has a stick, which is nice. No-Tail continues to heal up Blood Rage, and Milan looking for a target, can't quite find it. We're gonna have a big fight maybe if JRX can hit a Rolling Boulder. And no such luck. Okay. 4 last hits for S4 top for the Tidehunter. Level 3 for the Kid. 100 HP. Needs to be a little careful. Bottom lane. Milan's going to get charged on by JRX and Fly. They've got the lift. Do they have the damage? With Boulder Smash, they might. And he might just have to run home. I don't think they can get the kill. Fly wasn't in range for the telekinesis. They won't use it anyway.
Yep, only mana for 1 spell too, so not that big. 33 here is going to take some damage, but both these lanes don't really have any damage, right? It's a PMS, Bloodseeker here, and he has damage because these other heroes are low for now, but Ruby can just Fade Bolt the other heroes on Hellraisers and they won't have any damage, really.
Yeah. feel like both of these lanes and just every hero in this game, it's like a powder keg. Like something's gonna blow up at some point. There's only one kill, but at some point something's gonna happen. It's gonna kick off. I don't know when, but it will.
Yeah, definitely. It might happen now with JRX. And actually, no, JRX has no mana, so I thought maybe they'd look for rotation to the mid lane, but unlikely.
Milan gets the regen. It is nighttime, level 2 up. He will run away. He's got Hunter of the Night as well. Resolution taking a fair bit of damage. He will look for the top rune, but again, it was a regen bottom taken by Milan. So Kaiser with boots now. JRX is going to run in, and there is going to be Resolution backing up. Looks like he might just go to the base and heal. Yeah, he definitely will.
Yep, so you were talking about that earlier, right? It's time for something to happen. Nighttime is available for the Night Stalker, so maybe he can do something. But he's on level 2.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna go? He can't kill mid. It's a Weaver. Top is a Tide against bats, and Tide eventually removes these napalms. But He's getting ran down here.
Top
Bambo
lane.
gonna get the solo kill? No,
Nah.
not gonna happen.
Close. Only one stack there at the end. And the kid's still farming pretty well, though. 18 last hits, 12 for the Tide Hunter, kind of expected. Mid lane, maybe they were looking for JRX, but there's just not going to be anybody found here. Just a lot of farming. 5 minutes into the game now, and still only one kill. Compared to the last games, which went pretty damn quickly. This is a snail's pace.
Yep, the 4 previous games were all bloodbaths, and now this is where everything is on the line. This is the important game on.
Exactly. Yeah, you slow down so much when you have these types of games. You don't want to screw up. And it's been a lot of back and forth, but no real kills here just yet. Oof. All right. So who does this favor right now? I know you talked about the bottom lane. There's a lot of farm going for no tail, and the Lycans kind of getting shut down. Is that the X factor here for OG?
I think OG's lanes are all going up. Lift from the J4. Looks like it's
going to be the first big kill after the start of the game, and it is going to be no tail.
Yep, just gets cut out, no boots. Rubik does have boots, picks him up in the creep wave. I just think that Hellraiser's lanes aren't going well enough right now. Like, they have so many heroes in this lane. Oh, as I said, that fly's gonna die.
Nice. They turn around and get the kill, but can No Tail turn and try to fight this? He's alone, it looks like. Milan looking for another void. He's got the silence. No Tail, again, very speedy. 368 move speed just with brown boots right now. He's going to try to go. There's the silence. They've got the dual breath, the void coming out, and the silence. Blood Rage coming in. He's got the blood rage. He's pretty low. They've got the telekinesis. Milan just get down. He doesn't have the mana for another void, and they can't get the kill without it. I don't think. Dual breath, maybe. It just misses. No Tail dodges it swiftly. And that is a great play from him. And now Resolution. Yeah, he's looking for J4. This could be huge for Rezo. They've already dropped down the Batrider top lane as well. He actually died to a creep. The Fade Bolt comes out. Now 3-3 and some trouble as well. Will they dive this? The Blood Rage is there. 3-3 getting chunked. The Blood Right coming in. One more auto attack. Maybe the Shikuchi, and it'll do the job. Resolution gets a double. The Void will come through, but he's fine. And that is a huge fight for OG down bottom.
What a timely haste rune down there in the bottom lane.
Wow.
That was just excellent. And yep, JRX went top and they tried to gank Bambo, and his Batrider ended up dying to neutrals. But yeah, all these lanes going really well for OG. And you can see how level deprived these heroes are on Hellraisers. Jahiro level 3, almost 4 at 7 minutes. No boots though. Absolutely no money. And Night Stalker's only 3.5 at this stage of the game. This is where he'd like to be, threatening these heroes on OG during the night, but it's just not happening right now.
Yeah, he only has 1 point in the Void. The Crippling Fear is pretty good against some of these heroes, but without that level 2 Void, it's kind of tough, I feel like. But
yep, very, very tough.
They'll try to make it go. They've got Crippling Fear. They've got the Firefly. Rezo's in trouble. Time lapse. The silence comes out. Now he's in trouble. The Void coming in. Static Link along. And they've got the damage. He's dead. Big pickup for HR. And they're going to put pressure on this Tier 1 tower. Now Fly might be in trouble. Ice Path. It connects. The Firefly still going. Good telekinesis. Might keep him alive. No. The dual breath and 1 more auto attack from Kaiser with 52 stolen damage is able to secure the kill.
Yep, nicely done. And they have so many heroes in this mid lane. This tower should die. About half HP right now. I guess Resolution could TP back into the mid lane, but yeah, it's not going to die actually. Alright, Invis rune down bottom. Who's going to get this? OG sees it.
J4 is getting out. See ya. And it is going to be No Tail getting it, it looks like. He's got a creep on him, so they'll know he has it. He should anyway. He's just going to be Invis for a while. He has Rupture, by the way. He's level 6. So he can go for a kill somewhere.
Yep, he can, and Rupture is super good against Batrider.
JRX silenced up. Nice Crippling Fear, but it is still daytime. He's got the Boulder Smash. He will use it. Rolling Boulder on away, and that's it. If it was nighttime, that's probably a kill, but it's not. Meanwhile, the Courier goes down. I think the Gemini attack hit from the Weaver. We just saw it at the tail end.
Yeah, he just ran in, saw the courier, killed it with the geminate attack, got out. Huh. This game is so weird because of all these lane swaps, right? Lycan is now level 5, laning against level 7 Tidehunter. This is absolutely where he doesn't want to be. He's probably just going to jungle and farm as much as he possibly can, but this is not the start we're expecting for this Lycan.
No, he's getting kind of rolled on here. And the other safe lane carry, or I guess off lane carry, the No-Tail Bloodseeker now has Midas. So that's going pretty well for them. So OG, they've got a pretty good advantage just because of the way the lanes have gone in this beginning game.
Yeah, definitely. And we see all these shenanigans happening. I mean, Milan behind the tower, he doesn't have a ward. He just happened to pull the wave. He's going to bring it back behind the tower and pull into a neutral camp so that 33 can get some more farm. I mean, honestly, it's daytime. It's not like he's going to be ganking anyone anyways. This is actually not that bad of a play. It's a good way to get this Lycan back in the game because he needs anything he can get right now.
Yeah, and it's not like Lycan can farm pretty fast, but oh, Razor mid lane, Kaiser, Boulder Smash coming out, nice dodge. He's got wand charges. There's the Rupture, and this could be trouble. They might get killed here. Kaiser is about to go down. The Blood Right should do the job. One more auto attack, the Swarm. They've got the lasso. They've got No-Tail, but they just don't have the damage right now. Telekinesis slip back. There will be a lot of damage from the Firefly. It's just not enough. It doesn't look like the Courier bringing something in. He's got a wand. They're going to turn him with a great Boulder Smash from Jerax, and Rezo's coming back in. They're going to find Kidmer, perhaps. He's still flying around. Fly in trouble. He will get the kill with the Fade Bolt in the meantime, but he does get dropped. Here comes the Shapeshift. They really want No-Tail. A couple swipes should do the job, but he's pretty tanky at this point, and 3-3 just doesn't do that much damage, but one more auto attack. He'll get the kill. Now he's going to maybe have to TP out. He'll try to go against Rezo. Here comes the Rolling Boulder. The Boulder Smash cancels the TP. He finds that big kill, but he will get killed for it, and that is a great fight from OG yet again.
And this is the bloodbath we were expecting, Mott. This is how it's been the entire series. It just took a little bit longer for it to get started.
Yeah. It's kicking off in favor of OG. On the other side, S4 in trouble. They need a bit more damage. Ice Path was already used. Dual Breath. It's going to come in, and it will hit. They've got it static link. Rezo's coming back through, and he's pretty low. But they're going to have to back up in a way. They don't know who else is coming in. And S4 will just go for the backstroke TP. He's out of there.
Nice, and he's got the hood completed as well, so very, very tanky on this Tidehunter. That's someone who hasn't actually had any game impact yet as far as team fights go. Of course, he's had a lot of lane presence, but once that Tidehunter starts to get involved in some of these team fights, I can't imagine any of them going very well for HR right now. We said they needed to get a lead, get pretty far ahead to be able to team fight into their lineup, and it just hasn't happened yet. I guess Bamboo's doing pretty well here. Drums picked up, but he's still so far away from Blink.
Yeah, they have okay farm on the Razor too. But it seems like they're a long ways away from being able to fight into OG, even though it's only a 2K net worth lead at 11.5 minutes. And they still need a lot more farm. This Lycan trying to get to Necrobook 1. Maybe that's where they can start kicking it into high gear. But the Blink isn't anywhere close for Bambo because he went for the drum. And 12 minutes in, OG continue to get farm. Razor's top of the net worth, and Bloodseeker's right behind him.
Yep, look at this down bottom from OG. They are baiting with S4. No-Tail is ready to counter-initiate, but there was a ward in the lane, so they saw him.
Lasso comes out. They have the static link. No-Tail. Bloodright will come out. He's going to fall. Very big kill as Kaiser gets the last hit, too. It's a lot committed, though, in that bottom lane.
Yep, and this may signal the push here down on the bottom lane, but Tide is very tanky, and No-Tail's up in 20 seconds.
He's got the Ravage. This could be dangerous. In the meantime, the split push coming out from Resolution mid. He will do a lot of damage to that tower. In fact, they're going to TP in, but they put ward down, so they will see Kaiser TPing in here. But he's going to walk through the wave anyways, and they just can't push bottom now. There's just no way.
Yep, they can't push in front of this Tidehunter. He's so tanky, they can't dive and kill him, and there's always the threat of that Ravage.
Uh-oh. Milan, I don't know if he meant to do that. He pulled the creep wave, and now they're on the run. They're going to try to chase him down, and they should be able to get him. He does have a medallion. He's level 6 now, so he's caught up. He's going to go for the TP. Boulder Smash. They have a lift. They do. Fly gets in their time. Fade Bolt. Spell Seal. There it is. They'll grab the Crippling Fear, which is not bad for Fly at all. Lon, he's got the Swarm, and it will tick him down. So Resolution will end up getting the kill.
Yep, and what do Hellraisers do at this point? It's nighttime. This is supposed to be go time for them. They have 3 minutes left of night. I guess, alright, well, Kaiser has drums. He's tanking up, getting strong. They have Necrobook 1 picked up as well, but down bottom,
Like mid lane. Kaiser ruptured, good pushback. He's in some trouble. Silence coming through. He'll pop the drum charge, and No Tail's going to work. He's trying to man fight. Static Link wasn't there. It was silenced up the entire time. Fly getting the job done. There's the Ravage. They'll find 3-3. Still shapeshifted up. He should be able to run away. The Magnetize doing some work. The Necro units on the chase along with Kid. No Tail is so fast he's going to come around the side. Get that slap. It's a double kill for 3-3. If they don't get the Bloodseeker there, that's a pretty good trade for OG, but they do, in fact, bring down No Tail. And that's actually not bad for Hellraisers.
No, not bad at all. Successful team fight even against the Ravage too. And that was because the Weaver was not ready to fight. He made his way down to the bottom lane, took the tower, and Resolution's closing on his Lincoln Sphere. Now he's super farmed.
Yeah, I mean, he might have this Lincoln Sphere as the blink comes out for HR on Bambo. Like, he's actually so farmed right now. Gonna be troublesome. They're trying to get the tier 1 tower bottom again. There is no Ravage. Void. Silence coming in. They found No Tail again, but I don't think they can get that kill. He's just going to get out. No worries. Necro 2. They're getting back.
Yep, that's right. Kid calls for the get back.
Yeah, he's not there. If it breaks into a full 5-on-5 fight, he's not available, I suppose.
Yep, and that's the double damage on Weaver as well, so they have no good chance of taking a fight there. You know, OG's wards are giving them so much vision. Both teams' wards are actually looking fantastic. They give so much vision into what the other team's trying to accomplish right now. But this dodging game, I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to say who it really favors at this point.
Yeah. Still pretty tough for HR. The DD Resolution Weaver was down bottom looking for the Night Stalker, but he got off the silence in time. And Kaiser, what is he picking up next? BKB on this Razor is the option he's going to elect to go for. All right.
Yep, looks good. Very good against our lineup. You know, against the Bloodseeker, you just have to be able to stand and fight.
Yeah, that
and
would
the
be nice.
BKB is definitely going to let him do that. So, let's see. Up top, Jerax might get caught out here by the lasso. Yep.
There it is. They need more damage between these two. He is going to get silenced, so maybe not. He will just Firefly him down. And Crippling Fear from Milan. Plenty to work with. So now J4 in the mid lane. S4 walking up. He had the gush. He used it. There's the Blood Right. They won't have any follow-up, though. He's already up in the high ground. And nice kill from HR, but now it's daytime.
Yep, it's going to be a long day.
By the way, they took this big... There was like a big stack bottom. They took it for Resolution. He got most of the farm. And he is got his ultimate orb now. He just needs the recipe for this Lincoln Sphere. And again, they, I think, are almost at the Blink Dagger for Kid. Yes, so maybe if they can get this tower, they can get this creep wave. He can get that Blink Dagger. They can find something before the Lincoln Sphere comes out on Resolution. But it's going to be pretty close when he gets his Lincoln Sphere.
Yep, he's got the Blink Dagger up now on the Bat Rider, so they do have a small window, but of course, it's daytime. They'd like to fight at night.
Static Link, good lift coming out. 84 damage stolen. TP coming in. Here comes the Necro. They're going to find Fly. They're going to turn for a Ravage. Ice Path comes out. S4 still alive. There's the silence as well. They really want to turn and fight here, but now they have to back away. There's the Flame Break as well. Blink Dagger, he hasn't purchased it yet. It's not there. S4's taking a lot of damage. There's the Void. He might be in trouble, but there's no follow-up. Kaiser wasn't ready to go, but they can take this tower now, or at least they should. Level 4 Liquid Fire. They back up. No Tail has Blood Rage himself. There's the Glyph coming in on the back lines. You've got Jerax who's back into the fray, ready to go for an initiation. This could be good. Ravage is still up. Tier 1 tower will fall. Is there any follow-up? Is OG going to start a fight here? It looks like yes. Rolling Boulder in there. Looking for Kaiser. They missed it. Now he's going to run away. There's the Flame Break. Jerax needs to be careful. It is daytime. The perfect time for OG to go for a fight. Drum Charge pop. Kid in some trouble. Getting chased down. Should be okay, though. Medallion's going to keep him alive and safe. Kaiser is well getting run at. So they actually really just wanted to make space for this tier 1 tower to be taken down by OG.
Yep, and meanwhile, J4 up top lane's just been pressuring the tower. He might get caught out here by Jerax. Dodges a stun. Do you have the TP? Yes,
yeah,
he does.
He's good to go now. Blood Right, nothing they can do to stop that, and they forced the rotations from OG.
Yep, but that's still no Ravage being used. There's always a threat of that spell, and S4 is super close to his Blink Dagger as well, 100 gold away. And maybe they will look to force engagements with that, because how do they team fight in this Blink Ravage mod? I guess they can, I don't know, they just have to kite him and dance around the outskirts of the fights, but if OG happen to get the jump with that, it's going to be pretty easy to fight.
Yeah, I think so. Again, it comes down to who gets the jump. It's much like that third game. And now with both of these heroes, the Bat Rider and the Tidehunter having Blink Dagger, we're going to see some action Perhaps a smoke. Does Fly have one? No, not on him, but they are grouping up together. And the Lincoln Sphere is now done for resolution. It's about to fly out, and there it is. And so he's working on his defusal next. So you can forget about a lasso onto the the Weaver. It'll be difficult if they want to go for it.
Yep, definitely not the target they can go on. I guess ideally they'd like to start the fight on either the Bloodseeker or the Earth Spirit, but it's tough, man. Bloodseeker can cast his Rupture from so far away that he doesn't even need to be in the middle of the fight at all. So
yeah, that and Blood Right. He just kind of walks around the outskirts, then people get low, and he just starts running at you. Like, okay, now what do I do? But, all right, Rezo's going to split push bottom. In the meantime, a lot of heroes up top. Shapeshift, I think they're going to look for a fight. Kid, Blink, Lasso, he'll find the Bloodseeker, but there's the immediate Ravage follow-up. Macropyres drop down, Kid's in trouble, Flamebreak coming in, good Ice Path, this could be pretty good. The silence is there, but he's still chasing No Tail. He's in trouble, the Magnetize, Static Link, S4 is gonna drop as well. TPing in, I believe, his Resolution, the backlines, he's taking a lot of damage, he's got that Lincoln Sphere. Now the silence, he can't time-lapse, a triple kill for Kaiser. 3 down, Hellraisers will bring it back, and they will lose no one.
oh my god, everything went right for them, right? They got that silence off on the Weaver, the jump onto No Tail's Bloodseeker, and the Ravage was used to try to save him instead of having them turn and follow up on the fight, but I guess without the Bloodseeker they don't have any damage anyways, but Jesus. My god, what an easy fight, and that was Ravage.
That was Ravage. That is now down for 100 seconds, Brax, and not only that, but a BKB about to be done for Kaiser on the Razor too.
Yep, so now HR getting in a position where Lycan has booked up in 30 seconds, and I imagine he'll just run right into the Roche pit with that. There's also a DD room top. JRX might get caught here by Milan. Yep.
They're playing
But,
Fear.
yeah, they can't kill him.
Yeah, they're near the shrine. They make him use it at the very least. Fly was looking for a telekinesis, can't find it. On the other side, S4 gets J4, who stayed a little bit too long.
This could be a pretty bad fight here from OG if HR make it in.
Although HR will lose Milan, so 2 dead. You might want to think twice about this fight if you're HR at this point. They will.
Yeah. No lasso available, so they have no real stuns to take that engagement there. But there's a big window here, Mott, with no Ravage for, let's see, 60 seconds.
It'll be close with these heroes getting back up at 13. What's the play you make? Do you go Roche? Do you try pushing? What do you do here if you're HR?
I think they should force Roche in. They have the Necrobook 3 up on Lycan, and it's nighttime, so the Howl gives everyone extra bonuses. And of course, Night Stalker has his medallion completed.
Man, it's nighttime for 3 minutes, in fact, so this is the perfect time for Hellraisers. There is a ward. It won't see them smoking, and they will, in fact, do a smoke here in this mid lane. They're going to look for maybe the Tide, who's farming up the Ancients. They've drawn the line in that direction. That's J4. They're going to have a Wolf scouting it out. They're going to see it here in a moment, and S4 will bring it down. And so now they know. They've got the Firefly. Here we go. Shapeshift coming in. They're going to look for Fly. S4, he's going to back himself up. Fly is in some serious trouble right now. They're going to bring him up into the high ground. He's just stuck there. Ice Path. They'll find S4. The Rupture coming in. 3-3 on the run. Now the Rupture on him as well. The Necro unit's coming through. Here comes the Reaver on the back line, so he won't go in. On the other side, S4 barely alive. The Summons might bring him down the Earth Charge, and it will be Kid getting a double kill. 2 dead. Ice Path. They're at the tier 3 tower. Resolution's nearby. He might come in to fight this. No Rupture left. Everybody's a little bit low. They're going to earn back up, get ready to go again, and Kaiser is full HP with a BKB, still ready to go.
God damn, looking good for Hellraisers right now. And you know, they only have a 1k gold lead, but if every team fight looks like that, where they get the initiation off and they just run down OG, every fight looks won.
And they just have so much damage. That Necro book came out, by the way, the Necro 3, in that last fight top lane, and it just looked like they were doing so much damage to the Tide and everybody else, too.
Yeah, you know, Bloodseeker's good at dealing with Lycan, where he can rupture the hero, and then smoke broken here from Milan with the animation. Nicely done.
That was well done from Milan.
Reveal as well. But yeah, they can always rupture this Lycan, which is a big problem, but he can't really do anything against the summons, so Lycan
Sentry
does have some play around that.
All right, Milan stayed too long. The Shrine not going to save him from the Blood Rite. All right, as nice of a play as that was previously, he will go down. He dropped the Sentry as Fly had one. Anyways.
Yep, and it looks like, I mean, HR, they're not sitting back here. They're looking to make things happen.
Instant D ward from J4. He just dropped that down, and HR just take it away from Fly. But still a big Ancient stack for S4 if he could take it.
Dude, he's been farming this Ancient stack for like the last minute and a half.
He's going to get lassoed or Fly will, one of the two. He's going to go for Mr. S4, get him up into the high ground, and Fly's going to be the first target. Here comes the Shapeshift. He'll go for the TP. He will make it out, but that means they're going to lose Fly at the very least.
Yep, S4 with a nice TP out there. Bambo cliffed him, but unfortunately No one else was there to stop the TP. And I mean, Resolution has just been split pushing the whole time. They still have the split push problem.
Yeah, it's much like we've seen earlier on in the series. It is something Hellraisers are going to continue to struggle with. They will get the tier 2 tower, but look at the smoke. S4, he's got the Blink Ravage. They need to be careful, and they will back up immediately. They know that they might be missing. I don't know if they saw the smoke. There's a ward here.
They pinged it out.
Okay, so they know that it's happening. They might back up. They don't want to go to Roche. They have the scan, in fact, as 3-3 will run away. Shapeshift up in 48. There's the Firefly. Rolling Boulder away. S4 blinking in. No more blink for 10 seconds. They might not be able to catch anybody here. Flame Break pushes him back. And in the meantime, look at top lane. J4, the split push. It's real.
The casual 5 position Jakiro forcing rotations back, taking towers.
Oh,
very annoying to deal with.
Man, that was crazy. They forced out so many rotations, and they're like, we can do this too. We can split push you as well. HR, they brought this game back. It's so close now, Brax. This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, for sure. This is game 5 too, and this is anyone's game still.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the Deso now done for Resolution. And this is where the damage gets serious. The Lycan, what's he building into next? He's got Treads. He picked up a Medallion. He's looking for Vlad. So just some more utility items. Jerax, he's got the Blink Dagger. This is where things might spiral out of control. And OG, you know he could play this so damn well. Let's see.
OG's been having some difficulty here starting engagements on their terms, and perhaps this Blink Dagger will change that. It is day for 3 minutes now. Darkness is available, but still, this is... They can't be content with just farming, right? They need to be able to split push and take some of these fights. Weaver now has Lincoln's and Deso. He does a ton of damage. He can destroy the backline heroes for now.
Yeah. And you're right. They definitely want to get something going, but right now they're the ones kind of getting pulled around the map by Hellraisers. Again, something that OG have really done well with in this series. Top lane, Lasso, they're going to find the Weaver, and they need a Crippling Fear. The Lincoln Sphere, it's already gone. They need this kill. Here comes 3-3, and they're going to find it. He just bought that item, that Diffusal Blade, and he is now down for 50 seconds. They're trying to make something happen for J4 in mid. S4, Ice Path is available, and the Dual Breath. There it goes. Can they find this kill? Coming into Roche. Here comes Jerax. Silence coming in. It's going to be the stun instead. And there's the TP, but it's canceled. S4, he might have to use Ravage. The Silence will come in. He will have that Kraken Shell ready. Static Link, Ice Path. It misses. He's still in trouble, though. Ravage is available. He won't use it, I don't think. Flame Break coming in. Anchor Smash. It will not keep him alive. This is the perfect time to go Roche here, it looks like, Brax.
Yep, 217 bonus damage up on the Razor. Of course they're gonna Roche. This is... Man, I don't know. It seems like they just can't get the right jump that they want every time. I guess that's mainly due to the Night Stalker. That was the Darkness being used there, and Bat Rider as well. These heroes are great at stopping the... Well, it just makes it difficult for them to get the proper jump. Yeah,
they just don't have the vision. Even with wards down and stuff like that, Darkness is so tough. And it's going to get harder if Milan can get to an Ags. But right now he's building into Solar Crest, as one would expect. And they'll take Roche down. They do get Rezo a DD, so they might want to try something in 13 seconds with S4 is up. But at that point, they won't have Roche. Aegis is now taken by Kaiser. And we'll see if they can't find somebody like Rezo.
Man, oh man. It just feels like HR have been outmaneuvering OG in all these fights, right? You think, oh, Blink Ravage, if they're together, how can Bat Rider blink in and lasso someone? They're going to counter-initiate with the lasso, or with the Ravage. But it just doesn't play out like that. Night Stalker makes it difficult for these heroes to do that. Bat Rider jumps in from these great angles after he already has the vision. Lycan comes in from some awkward angle, ulted, just running his Necrobooks at these heroes, and they just have to scatter.
Here's a giant smoke from OG. Can they get anything with this? They're fighting into Aegis. HR will smoke as well. Milan, no Darkness. He runs into them. He's going to have to back up. They know that they're around this area. They need to back with the team. HR is starting to ping things out, figuring out where everybody is. Lasso, they break the Lincoln Sphere again. Static Link coming out. Ravage counter initiation, and they should get off this. Yes, time-lapse just gets off in time, but Jerax is still in trouble. 3-3, they've already found Fly, and again, that is Ravage down, and S4 getting slapped up and dropped. They just don't have the damage, especially when Rezo gets going on like that. Jerax, good boulder smash, might be able to get them away. Here comes the Blood Red as well. Maybe they can turn this around. They still have that Aegis up on Kaiser. Jerax gets slapped. They have the Shrine, 2 kills going the way of Hellraisers, and again, Ravage down once more.
No-Tail super fast right now, 600 move speed, but I mean, that's Ravage again, and no kills, and they still have the Aegis.
Oof, they're going to shrine up themselves.
Yeah, this is starting to look rough. And of course, they have the Jakiro to help them breach that high ground easier. It feels like you need one of these heroes to help end the game, or else it's just so difficult to battle through all the outspam.
This is tough. This is tough indeed. Age is still there. 3-3 with his Vlad's completed. We'll see what item he decides to go into next. OG, they had a great start to this game, and they just can't find the fights. There's a tier 2 bottom still available if HR want to go down and push that out. The wave is very close to their own tier 3. There's a sentry. They'll drop here in a moment. Just waiting.
Yep. Necro books up in 15 seconds along with Lycan's ult, and he has an Arcane Rune. I think what might happen is that they'll run in mid, and Lycan will throw all his summons and everything up to the top lane just to get some damage up, because otherwise they're kind of just sitting here running their heads into this outspam overlay.
Jakiro, Liquid Fire coming out in 3-3. You said it. He's up here towards the top lane, but not moving just yet. Wait for the next wave to come in. Turn up into Kaiser. Aegis is still there for another 2.5 minutes. Blood right again. Gush coming in. He has BKB silenced up for now. And they're moving to top now. They'll drop a ward, and here comes the Necro units. They've got Hal as well.
OG knows they're there.
Yeah, they're looking for something. There's the Firefly. He's been caught. Now the Bat Rider in some trouble. Looks like he'll get dropped. Finally a good start. They're looking for a fight, but they've already taken the tier 3. Static Link, it doesn't go very long, but now they've got the silence. They have the buyback coming from the Bat Rider. There's the Ice Path. Can they get Rezo? The pushback, it saves his life. Oh, Jerax is there, and now you've got to get out for HR. You still have this Aegis, and they will use it. They jump into the Ice Path. They're looking for Liquid Fire. Jerax is getting low. That is just the Aegis gone, and now 3-3 starting to fight as well, but he's low. This is looking really bad for HR and OG. They're turning it around. Ravage is not up for another 2 seconds. Finally it is. Maybe he'll commit the Ravage here. A double kill for No Tail. 3 down. What a fight coming in. They'll take 4. The sole survivor is going to be Kaiser and OG. They turn it around again.
Oh my god, Mott, the beginning of that fight happened when they placed the Observer Ward up on the high ground, but OG were already ready for it. They had a sentry there, they saw it, and they all started walking up. Bambo blinked in on top of Resolution's Weaver, and he tried to break the Lincolns with his force staff, but he clicked himself. And he ended up force staffing into their base in front of all their
no. Instantly. No,
and then
Bambo.
He bought back, came back to try to salvage the fight, and died again.
Oh my god. You don't expect that to happen. That's not good for Bambo. They've got the Ags now, the double charge Rupture coming out. It will have the AC on the Razor at the very least. That is one fight. Ravage was also not used there for OG. So now things get a bit dicey for HR. They've just given over like 4K gold to OG, and now it's a 3K net worth lead. This is starting to look a little bit more tough as there's a lot more farm coming out for Rezo as well.
Yeah, that mistake up there was not looking... I don't know what. That was so bad. They had a pretty good opportunity to take the fight, and they just happened to mess it up a little bit, and now they're on the back foot here.
It's one fight like that that OG can capitalize on, but can HR bounce back? They're still farming. Resolution's nearby. He has the Lincoln Sphere again. We've got a couple of deep wards for OG. J4 looking like a juicy target. Glimmer Cape to come in. Resolution, they'll dust him up. There's the Ice Path. Doesn't get off in time. J4 is in a whole lot of trouble. I think he's just dead, actually. Ice Path comes out. His team won't help. They have to run. They're afraid of the Bloodseeker with Blood Right. And now it's split push time for HR.
You know what the worst part about all these events are? Look at the wards on HR. They're all inside the base of OG on their side of the map, ready for this high ground push, and now they've been kicked out of that area. Now it's them playing on their side of the map with no vision.
Oh, man, that mistake, the Bambo jump in. Not great. All right, well, where do you go from here? I guess you don't have Aegis anymore. Wait for Roshan, maybe?
I mean, they're still farming, right? The longer this game goes, they'll get BKBs. Ravage won't be that big of a deal for these cores. Razor already has his. And it's still, like, this Bloodseeker's kind of a spellcaster, right? He has the Aghanims, Midas, Sanjin, Joshua. He's not that big of a threat right-click-wise. It's just Hellraisers need to build to be able to stand and fight. And Razor has the AC, very tanky, working on the Butterfly. Lycan's actually going for quite the unusual build, I'd say. Oh, not that unusual. He has Solar Crest, but he's going to get a Blade Mail up against the Bloodseeker, which is pretty good. He gets Rupture, the ult, and just run around in circles until this Bloodseeker dies.
Yeah. And there's the BKB on Rezo. That might be the biggest item out of all of them. And if you can get it off in time without getting lasted, they can find something. This could be huge for OG. They're walking straight in. It is daytime. It's the best possible time for them to smoke. They've got the Ravage back up. They'll lead the way with Rezo. He's going to scoochie on through. No Tail's walking in as well. There's a ward in the lane, which will spot out Milan here in a moment. They're going to go for him, perhaps. The tier 2 is still up. I don't know if they're too afraid of diving this. They're looking for a great Ravage sitting in the middle of the lane. Here they come. Milan, darkness popped. He'll try to get on the high ground. Can't quite do it, and he's in trouble. Jump in, telekinesis. They've got at least the blood right down as well. Kaiser trying to man fight BKB. They have that. Oh, they've got the lasso. Resolution's in trouble. They've already broken the Lincoln Sphere. He's down. Rezo stays too long, and Fly might be next. He will get off the Ghost Scepter, but he is still burning alive. They're going to look for more. S4, he's got the Ravage. He might have to use it here. They're going to back up. Bloodright comes in again. They don't have the shapeshift, but there's the Ice Path coming through. S4 still very tanky, the Solar Crest on him. They're going to body block him here. They're looking for more damage. Kaiser's not running it. He's a little bit low. He needs to be careful. Plasma Field coming on through. Ravage committed. Now the turn in. Jerax looking for a target. There's going to be the static link onto Jerax. Now S4's going to be in trouble. They're turning. They've got the Necro units. They'll take him down for 50 seconds. He's got buyback, and look at this. They're pushing straight in. Night Stalker, the only casualty coming in from Hellraisers. The buyback comes in from S4. They've got one on the Rubik, but he's up in 12 seconds anyways. No Ravage available. The tier 3 tower. They've already taken one top lane. Look, will come out. Now 3-3 might be in trouble. The Bloodright coming through. Getting a little bit low. Kaiser goes to work on the tower. There's going to be the Eye of the Storm. Now the Rupture comes out. He's in trouble. The Glimmer Cape will go. Static Link. S4. He can't afford to die. He might go down the Flame Break. He's solo, but they cannot chase him down. Shapeshift coming through. And now they push in. Oh, beautiful Jerax play there.
Oh, man.
That was huge. They bring down the Razor with that push. 3-3 will TP out. J4 as well trying to, but it looks like he will get dropped. Excellent play. S4 staying alive in. Jerax with a huge play. The Glimmer Cape, and you're dead. Wow.
All right. Still a big win there for HR. Man, that previous fight on top of that was just fight after fight, man. The fights where Night Stalker's standing right now, that was so good for them. They managed to get the lasso off onto Resolution when his BQ or when his Lincolns was popped, kill him before the time lapse came out, and now this isn't over yet.
They're looking for Kid. Bambo in trouble. Milan diffused down. He looks like he will fall. OG, no, this is the time to strike. Milan's still running. Darkness to come through. Maybe they can get him out. The Swarm's there. They're not going to go any further, as that would be under the tier 2 tower. Okay, they almost get the kill. And, you know, say what you will about these long respawn times, but they've been going for both sides. It's in 1 minute, 12 seconds now. And OG, that was the first thing they did. They looked inside the Roche pit, and it's still not there, and it's not going to be there until Kaiser is up.
Yep, very nice. We've got a real game here now.
Back and forth we go, Brax. Oh, I love it. I love it.
That's what it's all about. So, there is a blade mill up on Lycan. I don't know if you've seen this before, but the first person I saw was Envy do it, and I thought, oh, it's pretty smart. Because typically Lycan has a larger health pool, especially at nighttime with Howl, than Bloodseeker, but this Bloodseeker is so fun. Right, he's got 3,000 health, Lincoln, Sanji, Yasha, Aghanims. Usually you can just run around and kill the Bloodseeker like that by killing yourself and you'll still survive, but not this case.
Yeah. And No Tail, I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, he got this Midas and he's quietly become the most farmed hero. Now they're going to jump onto J4. He's in trouble. Ravage is available, by the way. Ice Pad will come through. They're jumping in. Lincoln Sphere is broken, but Kid couldn't quite get the lasso off. So they'll bring a couple of Lincoln Spheres. Oh, Milan, not where you want to be. He's blown up, and now you've got a back. He'll buy back. There's the Rupture to come through. That'll be into J4. 3-3 is in. They've got Ravage. They might want to use it on 3-3. They're just running. Plasma Field comes out. Static Link is there, but it's only going to link a little bit of damage. It's only 42. Jerax getting chewed down, but they've got the Rupture. That'll be into 3-3. He's in trouble. He needs some help now. They're still looking for Jerax, but these units won't do enough. And they're going to back up. 3-3 needs to get to a shrine. Thirst Resolution is chasing him down. They have the shrine up. It's going to be close. The dust is there. They can break the Lincoln Sphere. They have the lasso up and available. On the other side, Milan and J4 will get back, but they are forced to buy back onto Milan, and Roche might be the option here for OG.
Yep, Lycan's got a heal. He doesn't have ult for 15 seconds, but they don't really do Roshan too fast, do they? I guess Bloodseeker does it pretty fast with the Blood Rage Weaver with the bugs, but not fast enough.
Yeah, they're waiting outside the pit and reconvening as Hellraisers. They still have Ravage for OG. They still have Lasso for Hellraisers, but they've used a couple of other ults. Darkness is up. Jerax is running in. I think they've spotted him. They have pinged him out. They're going to take the Ancients on the other side for OG. Oh, this is getting interesting. They're going to head into the Roche Pit. Solar Crest now coming out. This will go down quick, and I don't know if there's any way you can get into this pit against Ravage. It's getting low.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but I feel like they have to fight this. They're smoked up. They want to fight this.
They need Firefly. They've got it. They have Lasso ready. Resolution. He's still got that Lincoln Sphere up. Plasma Field. They're going to try to break it. Rupture onto Kaiser. Static Link, he's just going to stay there. Can they finish this? They might be able to. They're looking for Rapture. They've got actually the Aegis. 3-3 will get it. And the Ice Path and Dual Breath coming out with the Macro Pyre. Resolution's getting low. He's got the time lapse. They're going to lose Kaiser though on the other side. That is huge. They'll try to fight with 3-3. Shapeshift up. It looks like OG might take this fight. The Aegis is gone. And there it is, the Ravage, the big play from OG. 3-3 now, caught with no shapeshift. He will fall, and OG taking a critical fight. There's no buyback. 60 seconds for both of the cores, and they'll find another. 4 dead. OG might be able to do this. They might be able to bring it back.
Yep, look at this bottom lane. 2 bamboos, clean it up before it does too much damage to the towers. My God, what even happened to that fight?
I don't know.
This Rupture is doing so much work in fights, man. Rupture on the Razor in every fight that he just sits there and dies.
Yeah, he realizes he needs a Lincoln Sphere now, but even that might not save him. Wow. Here they go. 38 seconds without the Lycan. There is a glyph. They'll use it for the tier 2. Either way, they're going to have to use that at some point. And for now, 20 seconds without the Razor. Maybe with him they could do the work. There is no Ravage. Maelstrom up for resolution now. Cheese is on the deck. They dropped it. It looks like they're going to give it to... Oh, actually. Wow. Okay. Here they go. No tail. Pushing in. Aghanim Scepter. They're going to take the tier 3 and back. Not over yet, but OG. They take a critical blow against Hellraisers here.
Yep, nicely played there. They even forfeited the Roshan kill, but it doesn't matter. They know they can take the fight afterwards. Razor just sits there. Ruptured has to use his BKB eventually, and it's just... He's got no real escape at that point.
They have the gem now for Bambo, the kid. They're moving out of the base. There's no dire vision, interestingly enough. But they'll see J4 here in the mid lane pushing the wave out. Is there a smoke on any one of these heroes? I don't think so. No, there isn't. But they'll just push out together. Arcane Rune at the top rune spot. And OG, what are they going to do here? They have now a 12k net worth advantage. It seemingly came out of nowhere after that fight, but they got so much there. What was once an even game, now going heavily in OG's favor.
Yep, and at least HR. I mean, this game is still like one fight is going to decide this game. Both teams have open bases, no tier 3 towers.
One fight.
In some of these lanes, and it's just like, but OG know this is happening, right? Tidehunters are standing in the front. How do they get behind this monster?
Well, they really can't. Honestly, they did a really good job of lassoing the Resolution Weaver. He had broken his Lincoln Sphere a couple of times, but since that point, they've kept him alive. He's got the time lapse off, and he's been unkillable. And more importantly, no tail. Again, like you mentioned, the double Rupture is monstrous. It's just ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, it is, and he's going to be hitting 25 soon. And by the way, that 25 talent on Bloodseeker is so good. Blood Right cooldown.
Yeah, it is huge. And Kaiser forced to go for the Lincoln Sphere without buyback. Buyback status probably not very good. J4 including. He might be in trouble. He's got the Force Staff. He should be able to get out Rolling Boulder. Yes, he's back up towards the ramp. And they can't really lose anybody here. The only person that has buyback on the Radiant will be Bambo with the Bat Rider, and he has the gem too.
Yeah, but he desperately wants to get that BKB instead of have to use the buyback, because right now there are team fights where he goes in, looks for this Weaver, and then it takes so long that S4 is able to counter-initiate with the Blink Ravage. Like, they were able to set up some ganks on the Lincoln Weaver, but in team fights it's so much more difficult.
Yeah, it is tough at this point. Oh, he's so strong, S4, actually, now with the Solar Crest, and they can bring him down, but it takes some effort.
It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of damage stolen on the Razor to actually bring him down. Man, so this is the kind of build like it has to go for in a game like this, right? He's got Vlad, Solar Crest, Blade Mail. These are not carry items for the most part.
Right. I mean, you got to rely on Kaiser, I think, and hope he can do the best. Honestly, they've done a pretty good job without all these big items. But he, again, the double Rupture, it affects him maybe the most, but he does have the Blade Mail at the very least, so. Lasso, they'll find the Tidehunter, but he's pretty far. Ice Path coming in, Static Link as well. They have the Blood right on top. Kaiser coming with the BKB, no tail will use it as well. On the other side, Resolution, Lincoln Sphere has been used. They've got the Silence, but they're all running here for OG. So, again, no Ravage used. Good try. Lasso's now down. You get some extra pressure, though, for HR on this bottom tier 2 tower.
Yeah, but they're actually going to take it pretty quickly, so. Even though they use cooldowns, they don't really get any kills. The tier 2 tower is quite nice, but OG, they're running down here.
They're running so fast. Jerax is looking for a Boulder Smash. They'll get the tower. Good blink away. But Jerax, he's got a Boulder Smash at the ready. He'll find Milan. No. Did they find the Bat Rider? He's in the base now going for the TP, realizing the Boulder Smash is gone. Oh, that was huge. They get the tier 2 tower and they get out. What a play from Hellraisers.
Yep, nicely done. It's more time for them to farm. And, you know, Hellraisers actually might be able to fight now with Kaiser's Lincoln Sphere, right? When he BKBs on Lincoln's, he'll be able to block one Rupture. They could use the second Rupture on him, but I don't feel like they'd want to do that because then they don't have anything for this Lycan.
Yeah, and then he just runs at you and slaps you down.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
So, what do you think about the late game as we enter the 44-minute mark here? What are your thoughts between HR and OG?
So right now I worry that HR is not going to have very much damage to kill this Tidehunter pretty soon. He's building into the Shiva's guard. Scan actually, they see Kaiser.
Yeah.
He does have BKB TP.
He needs to go. He's just going to go for the TP.
It's time to get out.
He's going to make it away just in time. He was close, but they won't find him. Man.
Yep, nicely done. Yep, I just feel like they don't really have enough damage. They're starting to hit that point where their damage is falling off, right? Look at the defensive items they have to build. BKB, Lincoln's AC on the Razor, which is pretty normal for Razor because he builds up his damage throughout these long team fights anyways. But then you look at Lycan, and he's got Solar Crest, Vlad's, Blade Mail, and he's going for a BKB next. It's just so many defensive items.
Yeah, if the game goes long enough, maybe he builds more into the right click and he can get to that point. But for now, it is going to be tough. They'll keep the waves pushed in bottom. I have to say, I think a lot of the Jakiro spells have been critical. The Ice Path, the Macro Pyres, the Liquid Fires, everything he's done. I feel like J4's had a great impact on this game, even with not that much farm.
Oh yeah, big time. And he's also picked up some items as well.
Yeah. So there, he's going to continue to push in bottom. This forces OG back. Resolution now is a Mjolnir. The amount of damage he pumps out is significant. And locking him down is still going to be difficult because of the BKB and the Lincoln Sphere. So, Roshan, perhaps the next big point of contention, Brax.
Big time. Both teams looking at Roshan right now.
1 minute away at least. 11k lead for OG, and it came after that fight where they took pretty much 4 or 5 heroes of Hellraisers. There is the Aghanim Scepter for Jerax. The amount of saves he can do with this particular item should be insane. And they're going to push out to mid. Wolf is going to scout things out, though. I don't think there's a gem on the Dire. In fact, no, there's not. There's only one on the Radiant for Bambo. He's had it for some time. They're setting up mid, interestingly enough, but I think it's just Bambo right now. Everybody else is moving across the map. Underneath the ward, where Fly might sentry. In fact, he's got to buy a gem first. So there it is. As I talk about it, they'll pick up the gem for OG.
Yep, it's definitely that point of the game where they need that gem so they can remove the vision from HR. They've been dodging a lot with these wolves, getting a lot of information, but I mean, this game comes down to next Rosh, it feels like. Both teams can still win this. It is a 12k gold lead for OG, but I don't know, these fights still don't seem that easy, especially when Razor gets a nice long link off, almost 25 now as well.
Yeah, this is still difficult. And the thing that makes it even more difficult is Milan picked up a Blink Dagger. I'm assuming a Blink in silence on like the Weaver if they can get a... I'm not even sure, actually, just to get better control, more mobility for the Night Stalker. It's definitely not a bad item to have. Just seems a little interesting.
Yep, not at all. It'd be really nice if he could get that Blink silence off on the Tidehunter and then they just ignore the Tide and try to fight everyone else. He has no real way to remove the silence right now. No Lotus Orbs or Greaves or anything like that.
That's true. And that could be huge, actually. You just ignore the Tide, play into somebody else, especially like the Weaver or the Bloodseeker. Here we go. HR don't have all of their heroes here. They need to be careful. Vision-wise, they don't really see each other. Fly finally spots out one. Resolution, looking for J4, 2 hits, breaks the Lincoln Sphere. They've got the last, but where's the damage? Static Link coming out, the Ice Path coming through, looking for the Ravage. He's in the Ice Path. Resolution, he gets off the time lapse though. Still a lot of damage to be done. They're on top of a few heroes, including Fly the Rubik. They've lost one. Can they get anybody else? Good Ravage, and they'll keep them alive now. They're going to try to turn this fight, and they're looking for the Lycan. They'll meantime take down at least one, and that's the Night Stalker. They're looking for S4. Pipe will be popped. I cannot believe they're not going to get much more out of this fight. Although, here they go. Looking for Rezo. He's got the gem. The Firefly. But the double force away, and he will get out. Now the Static got to S4. They're slapping him down. A lot of damage. No. They will back up on the back lines. No Tail is speeding on away as he's at full HP. It is a 1-for-1 trade in a fight that I thought would go well for Hellraisers. But again, they just couldn't kill Resolution in time.
Only a 1-for-1. They were so close to killing Resolution there if they were able to kill him. I mean, I don't see how they could lose that. I guess maybe Rezo would buy back and time-lapse back in, but still. I mean, everything looked like it was going right, and then he just barely survived. I think Jerax 4-staffed him, and then kick them or something. He has the AMD Scepter picked up now to mid lane Kaiser.
He's got a BKB TP, and now that means Roshan might be theirs for the taking as it is about to spawn. That was a bold play. BKB Hatred, he does not want to lose this gem. Bambo, what are you doing? The Rupture's coming out. He has no TP. He's in a lot of trouble. He's on the high ground. They're going to try to take him down, and maybe he's juked them. They're pinging him out. No, he's going to lose this gem. Bambo stayed way too long. And he's down for 70 seconds. That's the gem as well. OG, this is the perfect time. They're going to take Roshan.
Gem, no buyback. Roshan's looking pretty free here.
Does he have it sometime soon? Nope, 500 gold away. So it's a gold limiting factor, not a time limiting factor for Bambo.
HR, they are all still here, though. Maybe they still want to try this.
No Ravage, they're going in. They have the static link coming through. The Liquid Sphere uses the one Rupture. Now Cherax is going to fall. Gems on the deck. All right, they got it back. Can HR continue on here? S4, that's the target. 3-3 is going to back up. There's the Swarm coming in. They'll just take these bugs down. S4, No Tail, and everybody looking across the river. They're going to jump in. Lincoln Sphere, they've got the silence. Shikuchi away, though, and he's so speedy. He's level 25. He's got the 200 Shikuchi speed movement. So he's out of there.
Yeah. Man, oh man. All right, somehow they turned around. Jarex tried the Stone Remnant, the Razor, but the passive from the Unstable Current made him so slow he couldn't get in and kick him out.
Dude, this is getting insane.
Unfortunate.
There's the BKB from 3-3, but he actually really just needs a Lincoln Sphere too, to be honest.
Yeah, they all need so many items to even begin building damage items, it feels like.
It's 2:40 until night, 60 seconds until darkness, and they now have the Bat Rider up. This is one of the most tense Roche I've seen. If OG gets this, the game might just end. If HR gets this game extends. There's a 12k net worth advantage for OG. Oof. Who's gonna find
12k net worth advantage, but it doesn't feel like that, right? They've got a lot of items, but they still actually have a really difficult time fighting. Even when the Ravage comes out, it's always like a saving Ravage, right? To reset the fight, so hopefully we can get the time lapse off. They never really get a whole bunch of damage going out when that happens.
If they can find an S4 initiation Ravage, then you'll be in. He'll be ready to go. Kaiser, by the way, static linking a full illusion at this point. He has 336 damage. And guess where he's headed? Roshan is already low. You've got to make a move now. Ravage is available. S4 looking to come in. He's got Blink. J4 forced out. There's the Blood Right. They've got the Lincoln Sphere on No Tail broken. There's the BKB. Ice Path coming in as well. Lots of BKBs. They won't go for Roche. Instead, they're looking to fight. 3-3 is in trouble. Spell stolen. And they're going to try to get this kill, and they should. And now they've got another Rupture. Kid in trouble. They're going to lose him as well. 2 down. OG are doing it. Now the Ravage comes through. Kaiser's alone. They can just look and watch as their teammate goes down. The Razor will drop. 3 dead. No Tail gets the double kill and beyond godlike. And that is going to be Roche. And perhaps a lot more here, Brax.
Yep, this is definitely the beginning of the end for if they manage to get this equipment along. He's got a Blink. Maybe. Nope.
No way.
Not going to happen.
He's even going to die here, too. I think he had the gem, and he's now down, so.
No, we've actually seen so many crazy Roshan steals over the last few days.
It's true, actually.
A whole bunch.
I can't even keep them all straight at this point. There's so much Dota happening, to be honest.
That is true. Dota pretty much 24/7 right now. And alright, Razor buys back.
This is going to be difficult for Hellraisers. They're on their last gasp here, and OG looking to finally take a series, a best-of-5 series, 3-2. No Tail has done some serious work here. Resolution as well. These guys are mega strong. They itemized well, and this is going to be Rax. Glyph will come out. Resolution has an MKB on the way as well. And they are going to take this Rax. There is a tier 2 top, so they'll have to move bottom if they want to go again. But they're going to just back up, go for the tier 2, play it safe for OG. And they might go high ground with this Aegis. They should have cheese as well. They do. It's on No Tail. All right. Do they keep going? It is daytime. They don't have Ravage. Not for 72 seconds. Maybe they back up here. They have Rezo.
Yeah. I think they're going to back up here. Bloodseeker has 6,000 gold on him. Tidehunter's got 5,000 gold on him. Time to wait for their cooldown, spend their cash, and then regroup afterwards.
There's the darkness, but at this point, they've already backed up for OG. What a series this has turned into. A best-of-5 going all 5 games. HR. They're trying to find anything here. Down 23k net worth in Resolution. It's just, he's so farmed.
Insanely farmed. And all of them are now too, even No Tail's Bloodseeker. Just Midas, man. Every game we see the hand of Midas. Just whatever hero buys it skyrockets at the end of the game. It's like they're doing okay. They get a Midas and then, 5 minutes later they're sitting at the top of the net worth for pretty much the remainder of the game.
It was unbelievable how some of these fights were so one-sided for HR, but once No-Tail got that AMD Scepter, that's when things turned, I think, is at that point. Because he got the double ruptures off. They would get pretty much the... oh, they'll break it. They'll use the rupture again. Kaiser, BKB TP, should be okay. Yeah, he'll make it out.
All right, he's got him. That's one rupture on cooldown. Yep.
Okay, we will see.
Not a big deal, though, right? I mean, BKB, that cooldown's much more important than the rupture. It looks like OG are just going to go right down to bottom lane here.
There's a ward outside, which will scout things out for Hellraisers. They're going to set up a defense. Doesn't look like there's any split push coming this time from OG. They're just trying to force the high ground. There's a really low tier 3 tower bottom. Firefly looking for Rezo perhaps. Shikuchi's not going to be down here in a moment, but he's so fast. S4 can also jump in with Ravage. Again, that BKB is down for another 18 seconds on the Razor. Buyback status, this is where it's important. And nobody on the Radiant has it. Everybody without buyback. They just need one fight for OG, and this series is theirs. And they'll be going to Croatia. Resolution's going to move up. He's blood raged up now. He has no boots. Going to work on the range racks. Takes some damage. He still has the Aegis, though. Static Link, not able to get off as he's silenced there. Forced back. They're going to have to heal him. He'll time-lapse, actually, just to make sure he can heal back up. And maybe they can go again with another creep wave. But a lot of damage done to the range racks. Half HP now. They get the ward, too.
This is, you know, when this kind of happens, teams get to... Oh, just kidding. Here we go. Blink Lasso.
JRX going to get brought in. Here comes 3-3 with the BKB pop. They're looking for it. The Rupture goes as well. Ice Path will catch him. It's a 1-for-0 trade so far. Rupture comes out as well. Kaiser can't chase 3-3, just running with a blade mail, but it's not doing nearly enough damage. No-Tail still fighting fit. Here we go. BKB from Kaiser. Rupture still on him. Now looking for S4. Static looking great. Double Ice Path coming in as well. Good Flame Break back. Plasma Field. Resolution. Silenced up. He's going to lose the Aegis. But that's it for now. Blank in Ravage. Counter initiation. They need more damage, but No-Tail, he's not in the fight. And they're going to have to back up. The Ice Path will miss. S4 is going to try to run 4-step away. There's the Firefly coming in. BKB from Fly, or rather, excuse me, from the Kid. Trying to find this fight. S4 still on the run. Blood Right coming in. And that will cover the path of retreat for OG. They will back up and away. They will only lose JRX right now. Maybe they can get something else here for Hellraisers. Good blink away. They didn't have the damage. Looking for a void. They'll find it on the fly. Now the Shiva's Guard. They want to reinitiate. Silence coming in. That'll be under the Tidehunter. Shapeshift again. They've got the Rupture. Back up. Another great double Ice Path. S4 forced out of the low ground. Fly. He's in trouble, but he's got the Ghost Scepter. No-Tail. So damn fast. BKB. Resolution as well. These are the speediest guys on Earth. They've got the great blood right. They're turning it around. No-Tail is low. Almost getting brought down, but he's alive. He speeds on away in 3-3. He'll have to bop his BKB, and he's going to lose his life as well. No buyback on the Razor. They get another. It's a 3-for-2 trade. 3-3's trying to get up, but he's got no TP, and Resolution will just chop him down. In the meantime, J4 getting chased down. They will buy back on No-Tail, who did end up getting brought down at the end of the fight by Bambo, but with 4 dead and no buybacks, OG, they know this is their time.
My god, yep, and who's got buyback on the Radiance here? Lycan does not, Razor also does not. Alright, Night Stalker doesn't either, it's just the, no, Jakiro either, that's it.
Yep.
There are no buybacks available.
Oh yeah, this is just a free racks bottom, and perhaps this series, 3-2 for OG. They just need to finish off a couple more buildings. The tier 4s included, 70 seconds without the Raze, your biggest damage dealer. Night Stalker will be back up, but it is 3 minutes and 50 seconds from Night. He does have the darkness. They're going to have to do this with 2 heroes for the next 40 seconds, and that seems highly unlikely as there are 4 up for OG, and they are all very strong. Scotty now up for Resolution. He'll send it out to him as we speak. The Blood Right comes in. Jirax looking. Can't quite find the initiation. Yes, he can. He finds the Bat Rider. He will have buyback, though. He's ready to go. And he's back into the fray now. Milan just sitting there. Resolution goes for the BKB. Just looking for Milan, and he's going to find the kill. Down for 69. That's going to be a GG. OG will move on to Croatia. They will qualify from Europe here in a best-of-5 series, going all 5 games. A really well-played 5-game series, and OG will take it.
What a series, mods. I can't believe that the underdogs, Hellraisers, almost pulled out the big upset in a best-of-5 against OG. It was actually really close. There were a couple good games, really, really good games in this series, and Hellraisers, although they may be disappointed that, you know, they're not going to the minor, there's still a ton of Dota to be played, and a ton to learn from playing a team as good as OG.
Indeed. Yes, that is true. You can't be too upset if you're Hellraisers. They were